Hello everybody and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 103 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. Hello everybody, hello everybody, hello everybody. So I've got a couple rolls here tonight. It's going to be a bonus stream tonight. We'll be looking through 2 rolls of coin concentrates. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are having good nights. But I have everything ready here and I've been working hard getting some stuff ready for you guys for the future. I know I didn't get to post as many short PCGS coin videos as I normally do, and I know I'm just getting set up here for you. So let me turn on some lights. But I'm here. I'm on time. On time for a bonus stream. Right, so I do not know what will... Okay, well, that'll work. Just grabbing a roll to put stuff in for you guys. So we'll just start checking these out. Is everyone having a good night tonight? And so definitely have a bunch of secret plans in the works for you guys. We'll be bringing a lot more for you guys in the future here. Looks right off the bat here. The first coin we get to look at, it's going to go on a flip. It's got some really nice big die chips here. Almost looks like a little face with 2 eyes, and I don't know. Curious. So we'll take a look on the front. Looks like no mint mark. Maybe we can see if there's like a double-dyed eye or something. But how's everybody doing tonight? Haven't heard a peep yet. We've been going for a minute. And, didn't want to focus on the eye. Must have gone past it. There we go. Alright, so nothing to see there, but we did find some nice die chips on the reverse, but sometimes there is something on the front and the back. And we'll put a chip on here, so we'll remember what it is in the future. And so one of the things that's good about making notes on all these coins is in the future we can go back and kind of do reruns, but do coin concentrates where we just look, I can divide everything up. We can have an RPM special, we can have a lamination error special, and we can just look at everything all at once. And then you guys won't need to go back and watch any of the other shows because you'll be able to see everything all in one place. But you'd miss a lot of good times. You guys would miss a lot of fun. So let me go back to the other screen here too, because I can see more of what is going on. And so it looks like it is going to be Wednesday night tomorrow, of course, because Wednesday generally follows Tuesday. I think I'm going to switch things up a little bit tomorrow. I think we're going to jump into a roll of mint cellos. It might be 2 rolls put together to make one show, and I may start a little bit early. We'll definitely just have to see. But I'm going to be trying to produce some new content, some different content for you guys here in the future. And so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I've been amassing a lot of proof mint sets. And so they seem like they'd be something to start, it seemed like they'd be fun to start going through and kind of like searching for high-grade coins, searching for errors. That is the hope anyway. And then hopefully we will be able to start submitting coins to get graded. I want to look at it. It's just a messed up looking. I think that it is just a deteriorated die, like everything's kind of pushed up here, but I just felt like I was seeing kind of doubling, which I think is, a bunch of it is just damage. But by the time you're seeing something that looks like it could be really interesting, you might as well check it out. Looks like it's possibly like a poor man double die. You can see like the 5 on it. It's got it's pressed out pretty far. Kind of looks a little bit doubled here. I have a lot of 1955 poor men though, so I will just be putting it back in the roll here, save them for another day. Almost looks like there's something to look at in Lincoln's Eye there. There's some pretty strong doubling on the reverse. It's probably just machine damage, but we'll take a little bit closer look here. At least it looked like it was. It's probably machine damage. It's probably a worn die just pushing things out. And it's funny, I'm not seeing it now. Okay. Yeah, it's just really, really, really flat above the letters. It's interesting. I felt like I saw it much clearer from way out, but you can see how like the top of the M and stuff, it practically just goes almost all the way up to the top. I did feel like I could see, like it's like if I zoom back out here, I feel like you guys can see it better. It's like the L looked like it kind of had, but nothing really. We'll keep looking. We'll find something for everyone tonight. But how's everybody doing? How's my favorite lurker doing? Is my favorite lurker doing good? I hope so. I like to think you guys are well. We're moving a little closer too. I end up reaching all night when I can just relax here. There's nothing there. Nothing here. Let's see the whole picture. Couple little scratches on Lincoln's head. I don't think I was saving scratch coins. I don't know also how many of these, like I haven't seen these in like, 10 to 20 years, depending on the coin and the roll. And so it's like, I don't know how many of these were like bright and shiny and then like just toned in the roll. This one, when I look down on it, it kind of looks scratched. I think you guys can see hundreds of little teeny scratches on the coin. Even with the cleaning and scratches, it does have some pretty nice detail left on it. The 1933 is definitely a better date. It's pretty bright on the reverse, definitely cleaned. It's wanting to have like a little bit of bright pink toning down at the bottom. This probably would have been a lot nicer coin if it hadn't been cleaned. And sometimes I wonder how often or how much of the cleaning makes those little scratches. I feel like the only way I could like find out some of these things is by doing exactly what we're not supposed to do and kind of destroy a few coins cleaning just to like learn how to identify different clean coins. Which I don't want to do. I don't like damaging things. I don't like destroying perfectly good things. A little bit of damage here on the bottom of the coin. I'd say this one's been cleaned on the reverse as well. It's like almost wanting to have some colors. Okay. Well, I'm not minding finding a bunch of 1933s with better details on them. I wonder how many we'll have in this roll. I feel like these all kind of have looked a little bit similar. This one seems better than the other ones, but I don't see any immediate damage. If this one was cleaned here, it looks like it was very lightly done and almost has like a little bit of like a grain pattern to it. It looks pretty attractive to me. I think I will give this one a flip here. We'll try to keep it in the condition that it's in. Next we have a 1933. I'm hearing noises. Interesting. I may have a visitor tonight. So it's interesting not being able to see what's going on behind the green screen directly behind me. You never know what's gonna happen. 1 second. Well, 1 moment, please. The unexpected has happened. Sorry. I was being swatted. Had like a bunch of police here. They're gone now. Just good. Everything is good. Alright, so next up here is a 1954p. Nice looking back. Nice looking chunk of chip on the reverse. So it looks like we have a die chip here. Go a little bit closer. So I like to collect these. I guess I gotta move it over a little bit. I like to collect these. I feel like they add some value to the coin. I just think that they're cool. And let's look back at the front. We'll maybe check out Lincoln's eye. And so this one will get a flip. I'll write chip on it. We can have an episode here on the show where we just look at chipped coins or coins with die chips on them. So it's interesting when the die chips, when they happen, when you get that little chip on a coin, it always seems like it sits up, it's raised up, so they get like highly polished. They get, it's the first thing to get damaged on the coin. They always kind of look like a little gold nugget sitting there to me. So let's see, it looks like we're already zoomed in here. So we'll take a look up at some of the features up close here first. Almost looks like there is a little something. I don't know. So this was a 54p, was it? I'm new to looking at the eyes, and it's like I've gone to coppercoins.com and checked out. There's like so many doubled eyelids. It's insane, and like for every date there are so many. So I will maybe put this one to the side because I couldn't tell you honestly if this is a double-dyed eyelid. So many of the different double dyes look different. The one major thing that I am looking for when I look under there is just for anything extra. Pretty much, you have that open spot underneath the eye, from basically like the top to the bottom of the eye, and also sometimes kind of in front here. And so that's kind of the area that I'm looking at. Hopefully in the future here I'll have some really good examples to show you guys, because I used to not even look at the eye. My microscope would get all glary there, and so it would just be too bright to look there. And so now it seemed to have got it down towards where it doesn't do that. But I'll flip this one, put a note on it, so in the future I can check it. You guys are all as quiet as I was all day today. It was definitely one of those days where it's just I felt like I was like sleeping through the entire day. We'll look at that mint mark in a second. And then it's like right before the stream here, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream. I'm like, I'm gonna drink a bunch of coffee. And so now it's 9:15 here, and I am super caffeinated and ready to look at some rolls here. You liked that one, Spiked Head Die Crack? Hey, welcome. How are you doing tonight? I've been looking at the eye ever since you mentioned to look at the eyes, and I'm trying. I still have a lot to learn. I think this one looks like a scratch. We found a pretty interesting one last night. It kind of looks like a big eyelid, like right behind and above. And so that one was definitely pretty interesting looking. But that was last night, and I don't think that one got left somewhere easy. And I do believe we had a mint mark on this one. Yes, but we already looked at it. Hey, Logan's Coins. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you again. The cute little eyes on that emoji. How are both you guys doing tonight? We'll check out the eye here. It looks like his eye has gotten quite a bit of damage on it. I almost feel like I see something in Liberty on this one. Oh. Yeah, it looks like Liberty got hit by a truck. Not good. So yeah, I thought for a second, just looking down at it, that it was going to be something, but it looks more. I mean, I believe that this has just been kind of pushed over. It's like the I and the B got like scraped and dumped in a pile. I don't know why I'm still looking at this, but is that both the I and the B, or did the I go all the way over here? I mean, yes, I can see the scraped marks, but maybe someone was sculpting with it. It still looks interesting to me. Machine damage, anybody? Ooh. What year was it? I'm not sure. Or, hold on. Do you know what? Hold on. I think I took a photo of it. Or was that no, that was the RPM, or the questionable RPM. Sorry to tease you there. Darn. This is why I'm starting to take photos of things midstream, so that say the next day I will have an answer to you. And chiseled? Yes. It's been chiseled. Alright, so we'll pass on that one. I'll have to get back to you on that. I'm trying to think if there would be an easy way for me to check. I think it was like I think it was a little over a 3-hour long stream last night. And I don't know, it's like, I was like thinking, in the future I could like edit, videos, or like have like time markers. It's like, oh, we find this at this, and then it would also give me a reason to kind of go back and check things out. And I believe I flipped it. I don't know, I have some coins here next to me, which if I didn't flip it, it's sitting here right next to me, but I believe I would have flipped it. Right, that looks like there's a scratch above, which I feel like makes it look like another mound behind. I'm not sure. Still kind of new looking at these. I feel like it makes me want to, when I see something like that, it's like I need to look at another one, that's not all damaged, to try to compare it to. But it seems like you look at a lot of them like this, Spiked Head. So definitely put in your thoughts when we see stuff like that. Some of those lettering, like the N there, looks like super thick. 1955, so I guess that makes a little bit of sense there. It's like the die is just really, really, really deteriorated. It's like everything's just getting pushed up towards the edge. So we probably don't even need to look at any of that. We'll just keep cruising here and check out Lincoln's Eye. A little gouge above it. Here, I'll pick up a couple of these ones over here to the side. Because these ones got put back in the roll, and I'm not sure. Okay, this is one of the ones that we were looking at last night, Spiked Head Die Crack. I personally think that it was, you know, like a little die chip or machine damage. But somebody, at least one person was saying they thought it might be an RPM, like a partial part of the S up above here. I'm not sure, like, I mean, I feel like I see like lots of kind of damage up here that could have like possibly deposited that little piece down there. But this one was an interesting one last night. Maybe I'll make a little pile here, and here I'll check out what the one right next to it is, because these might have been ones that I was curious about and thought, oh, maybe I'll ask someone if they come on the show later tonight. And that one, I feel like I see kind of something in, you know, sticking out from the bottom of the eye socket. I feel like there is a little, like a long little piece there. Meh. You like this one here? But the one with like the little die chip, that, like, I didn't think that one was one. So yeah, I think I put this one aside just because I don't feel, without going, you know, and spending 10 minutes every stream and trying to verify each one, I don't really feel, I don't want to be on a stream like, yes, yes, yes. So I'll write that one down. At least I'm going to have like a nice little pile to kind of compare here in the future. So there's a couple more over to the side there that I think I put aside, and we can kind of go through them as we go through these as well. I found a really interesting steel scent that was just like half the features were just cracked off the face. I don't think I'd ever seen a lamination error on a steel scent, and I would assume it should be possible to happen, but I'd never seen one before. Almost looks like a little baby die chip on his coat there. That was a pretty small chip. Almost looks like there's a little bit of doubling. What? Hey Blue Sandy, welcome. How are you doing tonight, Blue Sandy? Welcome to tonight's stream. So I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure if that's just a worn die that caused that. This one looks like it's got a little bit of damage here. Let's check out the eye. Write down 1955 double die number 2 and take a look at it tomorrow. Okay. That'll be my homework for tomorrow. Hopefully I will do some more homework than that as well. Can't remember if this is the one we just zoomed in or not. On or not. I'm doing pretty good. I was exhausted all day today. Just, you know, I've been doing streams every night. Not that I don't love it. Not that I wouldn't basically be doing this anyway. I actually got to like lay down for like 5 minutes today. It was awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done this in forever. I guess if like I made a bed out of coins, I could just like lay there with like a loop and just like look at coins laying in bed. Just grab a handful. It'd be nice. Glad you're doing good today, Blue Sandy. And how are you today, Spike Tide Die Crack? And how are you, Logan? You still here, Logan? How's he gonna be my mod if he's not here? Looks like a nice big fat die chip there. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I got to make a bunch of like kind of coin videos here. They were kind of fun. Got to like mess around a little bit, and got to have a little bit of fun today. I'm gonna have a bunch of new kind of formats and stuff for you guys, and I don't know. It's I don't even know how to put it. It's like I'm gonna be busy. It's like I've been like thinking I'm busy now. I'm gonna be way busier. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, I think probably by tomorrow I'll be able to like share everything that's going on. I'm hoping. We'll have to see. Yours. That's how I was. Try some coffee. It's amazing. I thought I'd do a half a cup, and so I did that, but then it was like cold before I could even finish drinking it, and so then I had another like full cup. So I should definitely be awake. It's gonna be awesome. I think I already looked at this one, but it's like a combination of like sleep deprived, like crazy sleep deprived, and like super happy awake. It's almost lethal. What was this one? 36. Yeah, so 36. Why did I put it over here? Did it just roll on over? Looks like there's like a hair that almost looks like a die crack. Maybe here, you guys can like...
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Time Travel.
You can watch two of me for a second.
The next coin that we're going to look at
I will
here
wake you
is
up with this coin in the background here, if the light can shine on it.
Wheat cent.
Wake
It is a
up,
proof
wake
coin
up,
from the
wake
Philadelphia Mint.
up.
This one is...
Curious, does the audio play on both here? Look at the In God on the 1955 P double die is wicked awesome and easy to miss. Okay, that sounds good. I shall check out the DDO number 2. This 1955 here. I'm having more ideas even here on the stream, like basically just have, it's like if I can set up a bunch of, like a video library, you know, it's like when we're, you know, when someone asks what an RPM is, I can just bring up a video or a picture of like a pre-recorded video, and we can switch over to that, and just, you know, give people not only an explanation, but, I guess I can just have like an example of a coin of everything here for you guys to see, or people to see when we need it. So it looks like we have 1955, another one here. I mean, it's almost feels like when we're finding a bunch of 1955 Ps here, it almost seems like it's worth it to go and look at what you're talking about. Look at the N, God. It's like I find most of the, like almost all the 1955s that like we look at are like super, super worn and super, super damaged. Just very, very doubled. Is that just like a little baby? Is that like the smallest Liberty Air ever? I don't even know if that would constitute a Liberty Air. There's just this like little baby piece, a little baby die chip or something connecting the B and the E. It's like this is how bi-airs are born. Almost feel like I smell smoke, but I guess most of California is burning, so hopefully it will get better here. I don't know if there's any sign of, I feel like every fire is still going here, but I feel like it actually smelled better today. I actually felt myself today. It had been like just a lot of breathing in smoke lately. Let's see what this little thing is down here. Interesting. Well, that looks like something. So we have everything up there. The buy counts, cool. I like whatever that little thing was down there. We're definitely going to go back and look at that. Don't let me forget. We'll look at the rest of the coin here. No, I'll zoom out here just to see the placement. I mean, is there like a little edge? It almost looks like there's a dark shadow. And the 2 looks kind of interesting there. We'll just check the reverse, see if there's anything going on with it. A little bit of damage. Interesting looking too. Almost looks like it has like, it's flattened, but it looks like it got pushed in 2 different directions. Yeah, they do look like they're chained together. So this one's got like just like a little piece of extra raised metal there. Almost looks like there's a second directly to the north. I mean, I'm guessing that it's just a piece that broke off of something and ended up there. But it's like, can you imagine like a 9 kind of going up and kind of curling in towards like the midsection of the 9 there? Oh, there's another thing over here. I'm curious. I don't have any idea though. At the very least, I can call them die chips, but they almost look like remnants of something else. But they definitely don't look like they're in the right place. It's like worst case scenario, it's just like little chips. Is this one cleaned or super, super bright? It's got kind of like a pinkish red color to it. I'm guessing that it's been cleaned. Looks like a die crack on Lincoln's head. If I had $1 for every die crack that I found on Lincoln's head, I would have a lot of money instead of a lot of pennies. But then again, I guess pennies are money. And 1958. Something built up. That last one you think was a double die? Was it the just right? I saw like what looked. I thought it was a scratch. We can go back to that one. Like so, like the top eyelid. That the top eyelid. This is not the one you were talking about. This is still the next coin. But that there was just like a little line separating the top. Okay, if that is a doubled eyelid, then the one we found last night was definitely a doubled eyelid because it had that as well. So you think that this one here is a doubled eyelid? And is it the line that goes, you know, like that is going parallel to the main eyelid there? Or is it the ridge behind it? On the nose, put it in the check pile, no line a bump. Okay, so not a line, a bump. I didn't see a bump. Or is it the bump that's like directly behind, like that, like this bump that's now in the center of the screen here? I mean, I definitely see a bump there. I'm learning slow. So we'll take a look at the next one. We can talk about that one some more. Looks like maybe a partially clogged die here. Wait, on the nose? Okay. Use that on the nose. It's like the blue shiny part there. It's like maybe like close to the eyelid I can see like a little something kind of like the one we were looking at earlier at the beginning of the show. But I'm having a much harder time seeing that if that's what you're talking about on the nose. I don't see anything on the rest of the nose that is raised, but we do have a lot of kind of color here. The gray blotch or blue. Yeah, I don't think that one is raised. It's like funny because like, you know, while you're trying to explain where you're thinking it is, I'm like, wait, over here, over here, over here. I'm just not seeing. I'm not seeing it raised. Like you've been doing this like longer than I have with the eyes though, so it's like I believe you. Um, I'm having a hard time seeing it. So I'll put that in the check. Perhaps I can get a better angle on it later, and I can compare it to other ones, and that might help me see it. It's like sometimes you need to know, even though you're saying like right there. And that's one of the reasons that I haven't looked looked for the eyes as much in the past, is because like it seems like that area of Lincoln's face, it just seems to like have all these like lights hit it in ways that makes it impossible for me to see what's going on. Which is sad, because I'm missing out by not looking. A little scratch or scrape there. Check out this big fat one. See what's going on with his eye up here. It's like I almost want to see something raised underneath. But yes, the camera tricks. Just want to see the nose. It's like right in the center, like between the eyelid. It's like I feel like I can see something. It's just for whatever reason I don't feel like I get a very good view of that part of the eye. And I guess knowing exactly what every doubled eye looks like, it makes it so that you can tell. Put that one in the check file. All right, 55. Like a little scrape off his forehead. I'll maybe check his nose there. I think that is just, I think there's probably, he's had an accident. Lost part of his nose, but worth just checking to see. Be like a little baby lamination error. I'm actually not sure. It's like I want to say that like the nose got just like scraped up and pushed over, but it's just a weird looking damage if it is. Put that in a I don't know pile, which some of these roles, that we go through on the show are just, the whole thing is like, I don't know. Let's look at it again in 10, 20 years with more knowledge. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by, Spiked Head Die Crack. I wish you a good night. Hope to see you again in the future. What is going on with this one? I can't quite tell. See, I just need to get a microscope that is just a little bit better. I think I'm just a half a megapixel on this one, and I feel like if we had just another half a megapixel to a megapixel, it would make it so much harder. Like this looks like it's raised, but it also looks like something scraped just a little bit and just left a little ball at the end there. Another 1955. It seems like we're getting a lot of 1955s and a lot of 1933s. Little rough spot right there. It looks like there's a little raised dot. Not much though. It's like some of the double dyed eyelids that I saw, it's like, it's like a nice long, eyelid kind of shape, and then some of them are just kind of like these little round, like chunks. It's almost like just a piece. See that two there? Looks like it's got some machine doubling on it. Little chip there. Did we check out the eye here? That's his bow tie. That's not his eye. This eyelid looks like maybe it's got a big scratch on it. It's been gouged off. $19.54p. Nice, really, really, really clogged 5. Not an error. More of just a damaged coin. This one there definitely is like a little bit bigger chunk. Like you can easily see there's like a little raised dot of metal there in front of the eye. It's like I don't know if that is enough to constitute a die chip there. So it looks like I have some homework to do tomorrow, and I think I'm gonna try to start doing more and more homework, because I feel like the more that I can learn, the more I'm gonna have to offer you guys. And it's like I can show you guys coins all day long, which I'm sure some of you guys just enjoy looking at coins. I do. But if I can teach you guys at the same time and actually learn more, I think that's really in all of our interests. Best interests and interests as well. We'll cover the whole gamut. But that's also one of the reasons I really enjoy the streams here, is because I get to learn a bunch from you guys, because you guys are so generous with your knowledge, and I really, really appreciate it. So I will say it again, thank you everybody for being so awesome. check out the eye. Nope. Has anybody found any like really cool coins roll hunting lately? I'm curious what you guys have been finding. It seems like everybody is looking for something different, and like everybody finds something different. Look at that. It's really worn on the reverse here. Grab another empty roll to fill up here. Get some water. Let's dig in some more. We need to find something like really epic on this channel. That would be really fun. It's weird, like up above the eye, like on some angles it looks like there's something there, and then on others it just kind of disappears. There's also like a big chunk taken out, or what looks like a big chunk of the eyelid. The coffee feels good, but I can feel like that water, it just, it's like, I can just feel it like going down into my stomach and just kind of cooling, diluting the coffee. No! It's weird, like I never noticed like the little extra piece on the bottom of all the 1952s, like, you know, it's like when I'm looking for double dies and stuff, I'm always looking for little notches. And the 1955 or 1952s, it seems like every single one has one. What is going on with this one? I feel more like I need to go out than in. It's like, is that like, let me move this a little closer to. Can't tell, it almost looked like there was like a lamination error, but at the same time it kind of looks like damage. I think it's damage. It's too bad. Like two big grooves going down his head. We've got estimate. I feel like we haven't seen one of those in a long time. At least a half an hour. I feel like we were having really good luck with estimate marks, and now I feel like we have much better luck with Denver mint marks. Just kind of interesting how it's like I feel like I could never find an RPM on a Denver mint mark, and I felt like it was like only estimates that I could find RPMs on. So it's kind of nice to feel like we can find them on both, but now I'm just not finding any on the San Francisco one, so it's kind of funny. Okay, looks like we have a 37D. Looks like this one here has had some pretty heavy cleaning. It's all bright and shiny and scratched, but under the microscope, it's just funny how how dull the coins look once you put them under a microscope when they've been cleaned. This one's pretty scratched up, but it looks a little bit better. Kind of an interesting contour around Lincoln's nose there, though. It's like I almost feel like I see something sticking out from the eyelid there. But I think it's just because the rest of the eyelid got so worn. I think that it kind of like took everything off. Are these all, no, a 31? Can't remember if we've even seen a 31 on the show. We must have. And Lincoln's looking pretty faint here. I don't think we're going to find a doubled eyelid. We'll look to see if we can find anything else. I feel like probably when I was like roll hunting, if I even found a 1931, it went in the roll, just because I didn't find a lot of them. So that is, sometimes it was just different dates that I didn't find a lot of. I'd put aside. Looks like another 1931. This one is looking like it's pretty worn down. Some environmental damage. I'm going to assume here that there is not a mint mark. It's one of those interesting ones though as we try to zoom in. Dick's stream tonight, you go to Chew. Yeah, I can't even see the date zoomed in here. I'm like, did I miss it? Oh, there it is. 31. Is another friend streaming tonight? Oh, Chuck's stream. No, I didn't get to go to Chuck's stream. I was messing around with some editing software, and I totally was not in the loop. Was this Chuck's first stream since he moved? Was he in his new place? This is, I believe this one's been cleaned, but it's got some fun colors on it. It's super, super shiny front and back. Not sure. I almost never try to get these ones to show up on here, but we'll see. No. It's like, I love how just toned coins just disappear. I'll have to go back and check. I'm hoping that like he's got some fun new stuff planned. You know, he's probably gotten to like, you know, get set up in his new place, and it probably like, you know, if he's got any fun plans, we're gonna see it. Whoa, this one's even nicer. But no, it's definitely worn, which makes me think it's been cleaned to do this. Oh, he's just doing coin auctions at the moment. Nice, this one's really pretty. I mean, I think it's been cleaned, I think it's probably damaged, but I don't know, we'll try again. Nope. So some, you know, just really, really nice little blues and pinks on it. I'm guessing it's probably a damage from something. So no coin. He's gonna do more coin reveals, though, right? He has to do more coin reveals. Like, I mean, maybe he's like, it's time to sell. I just moved all this stuff, and never again. I had that feeling. That's why I sold my roll collection. Oh, people were asking for more expensive, and he's like, I have just the thing for you. I've been waiting for this moment. Nice. Yeah, it's interesting. The coin market, like I was just buying like small cents and large cents for like ever. And it's like now I've been buying nickels, dimes, quarters and stuff, but it's like I feel like I'm not seeing many high grade Lincoln cents at the moment, like, you know, certified ones. Maybe there's a ton of raw ones. I just need to get into that, like Chuck is. But it's interesting. Yeah, it's like interesting. All these 1931s that are all just bright and flashy and, you know, pretty nice details, but definitely wear. Okay, good. I'd be sad, but I guess there would always be all his old episodes to watch. Yes, I'm assuming that all these ones that we're looking at is like they've been cleaned, and that is where all this color has eventually come. It's like a chemical reaction. And it looks like, I'll give you guys the warning, it looks like we've got about 4 more coins to this roll. And then I have a second roll for you guys tonight, and we'll take a look at that one. That may have been the end to all our little shiny friends there. Yeah, I look forward to getting to see his new stream setup, because it seems like when you're moving into a new kind of place to live, everything is like, it's like a blank canvas. It's like you can set up anything the way that you want it. Like nothing has to, you know, it's like you're just able to like set up your life around what you want to do. So it'll be cool to see his new setup. And that's one of the things also, like, I noticed that like you can kind of recommend channels here on YouTube, and I think I want to like set that up to like kind of recommend some of my favorite channels. I think that it's just kind of random who it shows I follow, or at least it shows I follow on top. And I think you can kind of like, you know, like specify a couple people, and it's like Chuck's channel is definitely one, you know, that I'd like to be pointing people towards, just because I found it so helpful. And I like it, you know, and the stream is fun, and he's really, really nice, and, you know, I definitely try to like point people that way, especially when they're newer. Nice. So kind of like the 10 for 10 that they were doing last year. I mean, it might be interesting to do. Um, Annex will do. I mean, maybe I'll look at it because, like, say with my Flying Eagle cents, if they will, holder, like Flying Eagle cents, like maybe, like I don't know, PCGS Flying Eagle cents, just in a holder, I can sell them really easy, but raw, not so easy. And so it's like maybe it's like I could send in like a bunch of my better raw ones to get holdered if they'll do that. I don't know. Is it any coin, or does it have to like fall into a specific? But just for me, like up to a $500 value, yeah. I think nothing I'd be sending in would be like if it was a $500. More than five. I'd probably be sending it to PCGS. It's like so much machine damage. It definitely made me look, especially after Spiked Head Die Crack was like, oh yeah, check out the In God in the 1955 DDO number 2. Nice. Maybe that is something I could look towards. And it's like, if, I don't know, well, I guess it's like I'm hoping to do PCGS in a bulk submission here. Um, I took out a pretty nice loan here, bought a ton of stuff, and now almost everything has come in, and pretty much by the time everything's arrived from buying stuff, I'm almost done paying off the loan here. And so I'm thinking that once I pay off the loan, then I could afford to do a really nice, couple hundred coin bulk submission. And so I might do that, but I might take it in a couple chunks. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I feel like when I go to other people's channels and then watch my channel, things are much quieter on my channel. Maybe it's like if I was to raise the volume that I'm recorded, maybe I'm just recording too quietly. I'm actually not seeing. I mean, you're talking to me, so okay, there it is. I just have a third audio source in here. So normally I can see the little bar going when I'm talking. Yeah, but I didn't even think of that. And commercials are generally so loud. I used to not be able to stand it on like television or something when I'd be watching on television, and then a commercial would come on like 3 times as loud as the show that I was watching, and it would like almost be startling. Not fun. Not fun at all. Thanks for pointing that out, Blue Sandy. I really appreciate that. We've got some 1953s. See how long this streak goes here. Yeah, it's like that's definitely why I was curious. When I first set up the commercials. When I first set it up, I was asking people, like what are they playing, like what kind of commercials they are, just because I don't know. Like it doesn't tell me what they're gonna play, and then it's like I don't want to go and watch them myself because I'm afraid that they'll be like, oh, you're just trying to like watch their own shows. Like I'm afraid I'd get like banned or something if I watch them. Yeah, I think I normally watch on about 15 on mine. Yeah, I'll have to see. Oh gosh, that would definitely be interesting. So like if I turn up my volume on my newer content, then anytime somebody, and then anytime like it goes to the old content, it's like either people will be like, I can't hear this one, and then it'll be like too loud on the next one. I guess it'll like keep people awake. That would drive people crazy on the scavenger hunts too. It's like, wait, I can't hear any of this one. Did he say the phrase? Like, no. I'll have to think about what the best way to do that is. Because I don't think I can just like go back and like edit all of my videos, bring them to one volume level. Make 2 different playlists. The loud one, some local and some national. It's so interesting, like how combined everything is. It's like weird to be on like YouTube too. It's like I'll be watching other channels and see like a local place like down the street sometimes, and it's like how interconnected everything is. It's amazing. This coin is not amazing. This coin is amazingly scratched and gouged and something else. We'll check the mint mark, because why did I put this in here? Why? Why time traveler? Why? Was it that very cool looking mint mark, or the damage on the lettering? Not sure. Was it so this one would look better than the last one? There kind of looks like there's like a ball there. It's like, for all I know, that, I mean, it kind of looks more like it goes in on that eye. Well, I guess I passed whatever standards test that YouTube has of being like viewer or advertiser friendly or whatnot. I was kind of worried. I was like, it's like maybe I'm too odd for YouTube. Maybe they don't want me. I want to check something. Yay! Let me refresh my screen. I want to see if something just changed on here. Yeah. Hey, Blue Sandy, refresh your screen and tell me if you see anything different about the channel. You'll be the first to see it. I'm excited. Although I'm a little bit humiliated because I didn't even realize until I had set everything up that it's another volume issue. I forgot to mute a video. But in the end, I ended up liking it very, very, very much. So I might end up redoing it, but in another way it's kind of cool. And I was really amazed at how synchronized it was. Like, it's like when one of me stops talking, the other one starts talking. But let me know when you've refreshed if you see anything different about the channel. Oh, commercials play. Oh no. Oh, so when you hit refresh, it makes more commercials play? That is awful. Alright, now I feel like I've completely sold out. And then on top of that I've completely sold out. Oh no, I just realized I've completely sold out. But it's all for good reasons. It's like I figured if I sold out a little bit, um, that, well, I mean, I guess YouTube makes money even if they don't pay me any money. But then if I do get money, then I can afford to like give away lots of stuff on the channel, and I like watching people win stuff. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Like my eBay store makes enough to pay my mortgage and keep food on the table, but that's it. It's like all I've got, like a house, food, and pennies, and that's it. And so now I'll be able to give away some pennies. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh, the commercial's still playing? Oh no. How long, I thought I just set up like skippable commercials. Do they just like play and play and play and play? And you're able to talk at the same time. You're able to talk, sorry. You're able to talk at the same time while you're able to chat while watching the commercials? But maybe you can't even hear me. But I almost feel like you can. Okay, yeah, feel free to skip them. Like, I tried to choose the skippable ones, because I figured that's what I do, is I skip them. And, you know, I think that it doesn't matter to YouTube, it's just they expect someone to skip it. And I think that, like, the people who make the videos know. Almost looks like there's something in this eye here. There's like a little something here. Kind of like a line going down Lincoln's head here as well. I mean, it would definitely be fun. I mean, it's like, it would be fun to make some money. I mean, it's interesting. It's like, literally, like the last year, I think I saw like, I have like maybe 19 more videos to do to 5,000 coin videos. And it's like, a year went by so fast. Like, it's like I stopped playing video games, I stopped doing like everything. It's just been like work, and then it's like I create another project and another one and another one. I think I do get money. I mean, I'm not sure. I believe they call them skippable ads, and I believe that, I don't know, maybe that's a good question. I believe you can skip them and that it's, you know, acceptable. I think there are some ads if you skip them, then, but it's like, I think that it's a special kind of one that it's like they expect people to. Maybe the advertiser doesn't, maybe you don't get as much or something, but it makes it so that people don't have to sit through. Like some people said that they were like half-hour long ads. And that seemed kind of ridiculous to me. But yeah, feel free to skip them if, like, you know, if you want to go and grab a cup of coffee or like get something to drink while one's going on. I don't mind that either. But if you're wanting to watch, you know, if you're wanting to like watch the show or like watch videos or something, like skip them. Like I don't want anybody to like have to watch a ton there. It's like I thought they were all just like super. I'll have to go in and check them out more. I think I need to watch some videos and stuff. I just literally, when I set up the ads, it was like in the 5 minutes before the first show where it's like I got accepted as a YouTube partner 5 minutes before the show started. And I was like, oh, I have time to test it. I'll test it. And then at midnight after the show, I turned it on, what I thought was on for all the videos, because it was like, oh, turn them all on in one place. I'm like, okay, I'll try that, see how things go overnight and change it. And it didn't seem like, it seemed like my watch hours and views and stuff basically stayed the same. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll make $1 a day now, which it seems like I make about $1 a day. And if I can make $1.01 tomorrow, and next week make $1 too, that could slowly work. Just keep creating videos and keep working on making better content, and it could slowly turn into something. And I feel like the more I do this and the more knowledgeable I become, I'll have more to offer people too. The volume level on those ones is good. Excellent. Get some more water. It's funny, like the share button on here. I know like everybody says like share your videos, and I say it in my videos just because I hear everyone else saying to share. I don't think I've ever shared a video before. It's like almost sounds weird for me to say, like it's like I don't know, like my friends and stuff, like I try not to like bombard them, like friends and family, with like business stuff. I try to like keep like my Facebook separate from my friends, just because like I don't know, it's like sometimes I've had people and they'll just be like, they'll send me like link after link after link after link, and it's like, I really don't, I'm your friend, I want to be your friend on here, like please stop sending 1,000 links a day. And so it's like I never want to do that to them, but it's like I guess like if I had if everything was just people that were like business friends and coin friends and stuff, then I feel like maybe I wouldn't feel as bad about sending links to like cool coin related stuff. I think that's the key, is just having your social media aligned with people of the same interest. And so I'm thinking I'm probably going to do mint cellos tomorrow. I feel like I'm wanting to go back at least for a night. Only thing I don't like about the mint cellos is I feel like looking at 50 coins is too short for the show. I feel like as soon as I start to get into things, it's like, we've only got a couple left, oh no. But I do enjoy them because I feel like by looking at ones that are all the same date and mint, I end up learning more than looking at a bunch of random coins. That is definitely one thing I do like about them. Do you have any preference, Sandy? Do you like looking at the cellos better, or do you like the coin vault with the older stuff better? It's like I feel like the mint cellos, I'm able to get like better prepared for the shows, while doing one like this, it's like I kind of like can just slowly get a little bit better and better over time. It doesn't matter. You like them both? Okay. That's good to know. It's like I feel like I feel like alternating back and forth between the two because I feel like some people are like, I like this one and I like that one, and it's like, I have a lot, to like do of these kind of roles. I have a lot of them, but it's like I also bought a lot of mint cellos because like all the mint cellos, they're not from the mint or from the vault. That's something I kind of just got into within the last year, and so I keep buying more and more. But then I keep not making videos out of them. And that's one of the reasons I bought them, was so I could look through them, learn more about the coins, learn more about every date and mint. Um, and so it's like I'm wanting to go through those, but it's like I feel like because they're shorter, I feel like as soon as I'm, starting a show, like everybody's like kind of coming in and being like, cool. And then I'm like, all right, guys, gotta go. No more coins. And then it's like I was trying to do like a couple rolls, like do one roll and then do another roll of something else. But it seems like if I end a stream, everybody basically goes, even if I start one up again afterwards. And then it's just me looking at them. And while that's fine, it's like I want to share them with people at the same time. And so I was thinking about, like doing like 2 mint cello rolls combined or something. Some of the dates are definitely more intense. Like when we went through like the 1970 S's, I felt like there was way more to look at in those than other coins. It's like some of them, it's like, okay, there's nothing known. Okay, I'm not seeing anything on the front, not seeing anything on the back. All right, next. And it's, just kind of goes like that. It's like, okay, there's no mint marks, so we're not looking for mint marks. There's no known double dies. It's like some of those rolls, I guess it's when I'm buying mint cellos, maybe I should buy more rolls that are kind of known rolls, or ones that like, that there's some really, really, really nice double dies and stuff in. So that even if we find nothing, that it was still like scratching a lottery ticket where we could have found something and there was suspense and like, the hope, and then hopefully we will find something and we can all like have like a nice happy time and celebrate. Gosh, the fours, the fours they made in 1944. I just can't believe they made it, onto the coin. Just absolutely crazy fours. Look, I know, I got an idea for a design. It's a super crazy looking four. The mint director's like, I love it. It's hilarious. Looks like maybe a filled 5 there. If only if only the coins that had like a filled letter were, as worth as much as like a Liberty Air. To me, it's kind of weird because they say these are super common, and some of the dates they definitely are more common, but it's like I feel like when you look through your pocket change, you don't find a bunch that have like clogged dies. But I guess they are pretty plentiful, and it's not exactly an error, I guess. And I guess that's why they're not worth a lot. Well, I guess that's why they're really not worth much at all. Kind of feel like there's like a little raised thing there, but it also looks like it's a continuation from one of these damaged pieces. Like it's lifted up, but only because it's scratched out. you were in Chuck's store and he had a set of 82 with all the different varieties in for. So like the what is it? There's 3 copper ones and 4 zinc ones. So like a set of 7. Is that what you're talking about? Like the small and the large state zincs, Philadelphia and Denver, and then the, what is it? Is it the bronze small and large state? Can't even remember. I know that I think there's 3 bronze ones and then ones, or is this these are varieties for 1982 rather than just like small and large state. 'Cause I haven't even found any varieties for 1982. Just the 7 different kind of, small and large state and bronze and copper covered zinc. I really like the 1982s, like, just because, I don't know, like, I feel like it's one of the ones that kind of confuses collectors, and unless you have solid, certified examples in front of you. I remember as a kid and as a young collector looking at the examples in the books and then trying to be like, okay, is this a small, is this a large state? And I couldn't figure it out. I would put the one that I thought was in the book, and then later on I'd look at it and I'd be like, I don't think I was right. I feel like now I can kind of tell the difference between a 1982 small and large state. I feel like the small date looks like a snowman. Like the top part of the 8 is like a smaller circle, while the large state, it's like kind of more like a figure 8. It's like 2 equal size circles. And I feel like I can tell the bronze and the copper apart now, or the copper covered zinc. I feel like I can tell the bronze and the zinc just by looking at them, just by the way the flow of the metal. And I'm sure that there are some that one would look like the other, but I feel like I got pretty good at that, and even just doing it through like a slab. But it was something, I feel like most people probably have to weigh them. And now it's like I can pretty much just look at one of them. And it kind of makes me want to like buy rolls of 1982 and try to find some nice coins, because they sell really well certified. I'm guessing they sell really well uncertified too. But I've never really tried to. And it's like I definitely found it's easier to sell stuff on eBay that's been certified, because otherwise it's just kind of, even if you know you're right, you kind of have no proof. You can say, oh, I'll take a return on it, just send it back if you're not happy. But it's like people can be like, they can buy it and they can be like, oh, I ordered a large date, I got a small date, and you can be like, that's what it is, and they can be like, I don't agree, and that's what selling uncertified coins on eBay is like sometimes. Nice. Are those rolls of 55, 60, 74, and 82? I really found it helpful on his website, how he had all of the different like airs and stuff for sale, because not only was I seeing him show examples of what he was basically self-certifying, because I feel like he's enough of an authority that people take his word for things, like he really knows what he's talking about. It's like he can be like, oh, here's the book. And because he wrote it, and it is what it is. But I liked seeing the stuff on his, because not only could I see how much he would sell stuff for, but I could also see that almost everything that he had listed on his website was sold. Oh, one of each for PDS, nice. And so are they like gem BU coins, or looks like some machine damage on this one. You know, like faint doubling. Looks like it went to the mint mark too. I'll have to check out his website again. I need to like go and like check out his stream. I feel like I got to see a couple of Jessica's streams while he's away, but I feel like I've just been going to his website and checking, you know, like for different RPMs and stuff. I've just been using it as a reference while he's gone, but I definitely look forward to seeing his channel live again. I hope his move went really smooth. I believe this one is just it's like the metal's pretty raised up in there, but it looks like machine damage to me. I want to find, did we find I don't even think we found an RPM here in the beginning. Maybe, did we find the first? No, I don't think we found an RPM tonight. We still have some coins though. Sure would be nice to find one. I still have the roll in 1958p that I got from Chuck. Sometime maybe we will do a roll reveal of his roll that I bought off of him, and we can see what he sent us. I mean, I think we got to see the pennies on the show. I can't even remember the auction. This roll here, it's like I have like a partially filled one from last night because I just keep, you know, refilling the rolls with all the ones that I don't flip. But we still have, I think, like a third of a roll, maybe a half. We've got one big stack and a little short stack. So yeah, I have like so many mint cello rolls, like maybe like 30 of them, I'm not sure. I know I have like a whole page written down in front of me, but I think not even all of them got written down. I need to like update them. Looks like the rim on this one is kind of interesting. Kind of like got like flattened off. Maybe in the 4 is kind of flat. Check the reverse, see if there's something causing that. Maybe just a really, really worn die. Also looks like kind of a, like the edge is, maybe it's a partial collar strike. It's kind of hard to see. Let's see what the edge of this looks like. It's shiny. It's not. Let's see what it looks like this. Yeah, that's definitely, it's like the rim drops down instead of going up. I like it. I'll put it in a flip. I'm not sure if it was a partial collar strike or if it just has a funky rim on it, but the rim should obviously go up. We shall keep on moving here. Some funny looking letters up there. Ooh. It's a funny looking eye on Lincoln here. I just realized I didn't even really turn the monitor much towards me this show. Normally I bring it up close. I guess I'm getting better at reading chat from far away. That's good. I don't know if this is damage. I think it's damage because if like we look around it, everything is flattened and mashed down. So I want to think that something was striking the coin, that it had a rough. Oh, let's look at the nose. It's like the tip is gone. I think it's damage. That's like a reflective brown coin. I feel like most of the time when you have like a, a really brown dark coin, the light really doesn't reflect off it. It just kind of like has that orangey coppery kind of look to it. This one's been cleaned. At least half of it. Like half the coin is really, really bright looking, and then the other half is kind of dull. I don't think it's a cud. Just like is it like a die break? And it just like lost that little piece of the die? Or is it damage? I feel like I saw, it looks like a little lamination peel down here. Maybe it's a lamination peel. Maybe there was can I get a zoom? It's just weird. It's like almost like maybe it's a lamination peel, because I feel like we lose just a little bit of the M there. I don't want to say that it just like broke off there, it just peeled up. Let's try getting the light at it from the other side. I mean, it almost looks like a cud, just maybe not quite. Do you think it's doubled? I feel like if it was a cud, it would like go up higher. So it's like, I feel like it's a lamination error. That's my thought, especially with like this other little piece there that looks like it peeled up. It's like if you were to look at it from far away, I feel like it looks like a cud. And I feel like, I don't think we looked at the front, so let's go back. I feel like I looked at how shiny the front was, and then I feel like we looked at the reverse. And then we didn't get to look at it. That was at least a cool looking coin, at the very least. Some interesting looking doubling on this one. I mean, I feel, what was the date on this one? 42S. I feel like normally when I see that kind of thing, it's like a 58D or a 57D. It's like Lincoln's eye is so faint there. We'll definitely flip back to the reverse there. I'll just check out the front here. It's like a big fat L. But yeah, I think it's just really deteriorated dye. And it's like from far away, it makes it look really cool. And then up front, it's more like it's just missing all that metal. Hey, what's up, Accredited Coins? Welcome. We're finishing up the second roll here. We've got one stack left going on. How's your day? How are you doing? Pretty much chilling here with Blue Sandy, checking out this roll. Found a kind of cool looking lamination error that kind of looked like a cud, and just a couple coins ago. Probably the nicest find that we found. How was your day? How was eBay today? It felt like it started off a little bit slow today and kind of like picked up. Haven't checked it out here in a couple hours now since I started streaming. But sold a really, really beautiful Franklin $50. I don't know if you got to see that one. It's like, it had a bunch of blue and purple just all over it. Probably sold it for too cheap. Turns out I'm pretty grumpy too when I'm sleepy. I'm definitely finding that out. Yeah, I've been like kind of sleepwalking this last week, but I think a beautiful person told me that it's been a week now since becoming a YouTube partner, so maybe I can like relax a little bit here for a week. You're continuing. Oh, did you get to liquidate a bunch of pretty metals today? Yeah, definitely hoping no issues with UPS. Definitely ensure, I think that I mean, I only bought large sums, from like, I'd usually use like AppMex or something to buy like a large amount from. Like I didn't mess with the guy who was willing to sell me an ounce of gold for like $20 cheaper with like 200 feedback. I would much rather buy from somebody, bigger. Not that it can't go right, but I just figured, by the time if you're dealing with $1,000 gold transaction, that's when stuff happens. Take some time off, relax. Yeah, I was noticing, one thing. Did you hit your 1,600? Did you get them all up and listed? were they slabbed? Because if they were slabbed, they might, if it shows a numismatic value, I believe they will insure for numismatic. I mean, and that's also another thing. I think I told you about the Hugh Woods company, which I actually just got an email saying, like, hey, we recommend you get cyber attack insurance. Like they were recommending a whole nother one, but Hugh Woods, if you have an A&A membership, they will insure your entire collection. But not only do there's different levels, but you can get them to insure, driving from coin shows and back. I believe they insure things while they're in the mail as well. There might be different policy plans, but if you're dealing with so much stuff up to a certain level, it's worth it. I want to say it was like, if I was to give a quote, but honestly, in today's world, it might be totally different. I think it's like $75 a year for every $20,000 of stuff. So I mean, but at the same time, your homeowner's insurance will only do stuff. Business insurance will only cover so much. Fire insurance, like, all those kind of things, like they only cover so much. And so, it's a way to basically privately insure all of your transactions. And then it's like, then if you're needing to make a claim, like, and like someone's like, I didn't get it, like, I'm pretty sure a company that big, they look into things, and it's almost like you have your own private investigators. It's like they're not gonna let like a couple ounces of bullion that go missing in the mail. They're not gonna want to pay for that. They're gonna go and find this person that said that they didn't get it. They're gonna get names. They're gonna find out what's up. And so yeah, that's probably the best company that I've seen as far as insuring collections and precious metals. It's a nice die chip. Nice die chips, and it looks like a die crack as well, because it just keeps on going. Just shoots right out of the top of the wheat ear there. And then I think there's also like, like assault rifles are really good at insuring coins and stuff too. But they come with more risk. But that's a totally different show. I don't do recommendations on that on this one. I'm sure that there are plenty of other YouTubers who cover those kind of subjects. I'm not sure what they would be like. Probably very lively and feisty. Well, congrats on all the sales. Like, it looks like you were gonna have like an epic month. I was curious if you were done listing them all, partly because I noticed that, before you started listing like crazy, the numbers of total items on eBay were like just, going down, down, down. And then as soon as you started listing and I was listing a ton, the numbers were going up, up, up. But now it seemed like you kind of slowed down or were done, and the numbers are just dropping. They're going down like 400 or 500 a day now. So I'm kind of curious if that's kind of how things are going to trend on eBay. Like today when I looked, it's like pretty much like if you go to like the US certified PCGS US coins, it's like 1 in 40 coins on eBay is me. Of US certified coins. And then if you have like 1,600 up there, it must be like 1 in 80 coins is yours accredited coins. Like, you've got a really nice collection. Nice. Yeah, I'd redo the dark coins. I mean, they won't kill you, but like, I feel like a lot of people on eBay, they'll go, why did he take these beautiful photos of these coins? And then this coin is so dark. They'll basically think that you took dark photos on purpose. Um, this one almost looks like it has two different levels of machine damage. Like I feel like I see like multiple levels of machine damage. Kind of looks cool. I wish it was like a triple die. You redid. Well, it's definitely a lot easier to redo photos once you have the listing up. You know, it's like you can like probably do like 50, 60 plus in an hour. That is a messed up one. Yeah, I mean, it's if you have the money, you want the best. And I mean, that's the thing, you know, it's like that's one of the things I've stressed here too is that um, eBay and, you know, just the market of coins in general, things move in a flow. And it's like the prices of things go up and down, and the supply and the demand of things go up and down. And, you know, so I mean, it's like you've been to school, it sounded like, or at least you know how like supply and demand go. And so it's basically when demand goes up and the supply goes down, all the stuff, you know, all the affordable normal price stuff gets sold up. And then what's left is, so all the cheap stuff sells out quick. And then it's like basically anybody that comes in after that, they have a decision. Do I really want this, or, am I going to wait? And sometimes it takes with coins, sometimes it takes a long time for the supply to catch up with the demand. And it's a tricky thing too, because someone can recognize demand, find a bunch of coins, send them off to get certified, and then they're, waiting 30 days to 45 days, or someone gets them back, but someone else has done the same thing, and so like all of a sudden they flood the market with them, but two other people flood the market with them, and all of a sudden they're competing, just trying to liquidate these coins because all of a sudden everybody has them. It's tricky. And so it's like most people will, only get a couple graded. They won't want to, go all in because, they figure someone else has seen the hole too. And then sometimes people don't even want to touch the hole. They just leave the hole. It's definitely interesting. But yeah, like the proof 70s and the top pop coins, when they're the top pop coins, like people definitely pay a lot more. I mean, it can never hurt to have, one of every proof 70 up on eBay, because, at certain times of the year things sell out. And it usually takes a while for them to kind of come back around. And then people speculate on things, and it's like people will, as you know, just buy out entire categories. It's like when at certain times I've gone and bought up like 50-60% of all the Mint State 67 Lincolns and 68s. For a while I was trying to buy every single MS 69 Lincoln, but it's like I'm not the only one that does it. There's quite a few other people, and so it's like when I'll go to buy everything up, then other people will just be dropping stuff, and it's kind of hard to keep up with. Well, I mean, but at the same time, you're getting more money to, like all those things that you sold. The idea, I believe, is to find and buy and replace them all. And so it's like you buy them low when you see them, and then you sell them high. And the ones that you continually the ones that you continually sell out of on a regular basis, the ones that constantly sell out every time you replace them, those are ones that, eventually you realize, okay, I know when a second one of these comes around that it's worth having a backup, because the whole time you don't have one of that date and mint, you can't, sell that. Like for a while, I was trying to keep like a 20 coin back stock of every single date and mint. But at the same time, I realized that, really ideally, probably around a 5 coin. But yeah, then when the price on something goes up and all of a sudden you have 5 sales in a week, then you're like, oh, I wish I had a 20 coin back stock. But I would start with one, then maybe, two, and just, slowly build things up. The less of each date and mint that you have, the more liquid you'll be, the more flexible. And you can always just sell it all as a set if you only have one of each. Yeah, there's an absolute ton of scale, or a ton of possibility to scale. There really is. And I mean, at the same time, there are more hobbies than just coins that you can do the same thing. I mean, if you've been like seeing what's happening with baseball cards, it's like what's going on with coins, but like ridiculously higher scale. I don't want to touch what's going on in baseball cards, like, um, but a lot of people are, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be rich by the time I'm like, oh, I should have done what everyone else is doing in baseball cards. But for me, when I look at the prices of what things are, I would not want to jump in there. I see like coins as a much better buy-in investment level. But I'd say that like $10 profit a year on every $10. I would say like, I'd say like you could, with, if the post office keeps delivering the way it is, it's like some stuff, you can turn it over like 30, 40 times in a year. It's like you put money in a bank, you might be lucky to get like a 3% return. But it's like if you can double the money every couple weeks, you can get like a 30%, like 30 times a return, not 30%. Like you can really, like once you realize like exactly what is liquid, what ones are basically will sell instantly, that's when all of a sudden you can start just having it compound. Yeah, and the stock market, I don't trust it. I mean, yes, the whole coin industry, everything could fall apart, but I do not trust the stock market. It's like a bunch of other people who own all the capital in it. They can decide to devalue their stock to nothing, to make everyone else's worthless, then buy it all up, and then decide that all of a sudden the stock is worth a ton of money again. It's not a legit system. It's like used to like transfer money from the poor to the wealthy. That's my opinion. Like, I feel like it used to be a thing, not anymore. It's a totally different beast. Yeah, like I mean, really, the faster you turn over. Yeah, and some coins, you'll buy some coins and they'll sit there. They'll sit there and they'll sit there and they'll sit there. It's just really what it is. Um, but at the same time, if you're just buying one of each, after 6 months you'll realize, and if you keep spreadsheets like you did, or do, you'll know when you bought coins, you'll know how long you've held them. You'll start to see, okay, this coin is a dead coin. I never need to buy this coin again. Some coins are just very readily available and they always will be. And some of them are always in demand, and you'll start to know what those are. But my friends, it is that time. I'm just doing 2 rolls tonight. I've got to get some sleep tonight, but tomorrow will be Wednesday. It'll be the regularly scheduled stream. And sorry to be ducking out here accredited coins right when you're getting here. But I'm going to get some sleep tonight so that I can be lively for you guys tomorrow. And so thanks Spiked Head Die Crack for being here tonight. Thank you Logan's Coins. Thank you Blue Sandy for being here tonight. And thank you Accredited Coins. Really appreciate you all. Thanks so much for joining. Excellent. Yes, that is definitely the way to do it, Accredited Coins. And so yeah, I'm gonna log out tomorrow, but I'll happy to catch up with you tomorrow if you want. And congratulations on moving all those metals. It's definitely, I'm not sure what the market's gonna do with silver or gold. It seems like it can't figure itself out. It seems like gold and silver always kind of do this thing around a 4-year election cycle. And I feel like whether they go up or down, I feel like in the long term, once the decision is made, then people will know where to invest their money long term. And so I feel like gold and silver could spike, up until election, but then after the election, once a decision has been made and what direction the future is going, I feel like it will probably mellow out. You're so welcome. It's always good talking with you. It's always good talking with everyone on here. So thanks everyone for watching. If anybody didn't notice, halfway through this stream, we gained a join button. I'm gonna get some more levels on it, but just wanted to try out some new features on here. So thanks everyone for watching. Wish you guys a wonderful night, and I will see you guys all in the future.